What is up, YouTube? Welcome to PanFro Games. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the brand new DLC coming to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. We got some official news stuff to talk about, some secret stuff that was announced, and some hints to the future of potentially new Pokemon, and much more. And of course, guys, if you're new to the channel and like this type of content, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate it. And consider joining the Pan Fam today by hitting that join channel member button below. So we have a nice little write-up from the Pokemon Company here, and DLC 1 to Teal Mass in fall 2023 is going to take place in Mossy Town. In Japanese to English, you translate this, it comes out to Moss Town, so Mossy makes sense. And the important news here is there's a park a short walk from town called Loyalty Plaza, where you can see the statues of Okidogi, Murkidori, and Fezandipiti, a trio that the villagers finally call the Loyal Three. So this is going to be the Loyalty Trio. We have a new trio confirmed. That is their actual titles, which is pretty cool. I like the name. And loyalty in this case actually means like heroes. The villagers like love them. They have statues of them, like they're protectors or something like that. And then to the east of the village, you will find Kitakami Hall, which is the area is in the land of Kimikami. That's what it's called. This is the venue where the villagers hold the Festival of Mass. A tradition has been passed down for generations. A variety of stalls appear during this festival, selling everything from candy apples to yakisobe. Children and adults alike enjoy themselves at this event. And we get some nice images right here. Now, if you may notice in these images, there is sort of like a little bit of a theme. They're all Japanese, but Centric Gen 2 Pokemon confirmed. Regular Wooper, Johto Wooper is going to be catchable in the wild. Gen 2 Pokemon. Yanma, Gen 2 Pokemon. Now, Vulpix, not a Gen 2 Pokemon, but a Japanese, definitely the Spirit Fox. Ninetales definitely is the Spirit Fox. So we have this Japanese Gen 2 style, and Snorlax definitely fits that vibe of Gen 2. It is Gen 1, of course, but it has that Japanese, like, yokai sort of vibe to it. Like it's just like a big bear monster that definitely fits Japan too. Now, speaking of Gen 2, some other Gen 2 Pokemon were revealed to be exclusive. Gligar is going to be exclusive to Pokemon Scarlet, while Apom is going to be exclusive to Pokemon Violet. Now, notice that both of these Pokemon want version exclusives. Both of them are Gen 2 Pokemon, and both of them only have one evolution. So part of me is thinking there's either one, they're both going to be getting a final evolution or a split evolution, so have a new form, so like a regional form or a regional evolution, or maybe they could have a paradox that is going to be version exclusive to the other game. So maybe there could be like a paradox Gliscor that is exclusive to Pokemon Violet, and there's a Paradox Ambipom that is exclusive to Pokemon Scarlet. I don't know. I mean, when we look at the version exclusives and what actually got Paradox Pokemon, it was always like, well, Hydreigon was in Pokemon Scarlet, but Iron Jugulus ended up in Violet, and there's a lot of other examples of that. And because of the big Gen 2 focus, and there's always new DLC Pokemon, whether it's forms or brand new Pokemon, I wouldn't be surprised to see more, and I wouldn't be surprised if we get more information on this in a closer Pokemon Direct to the actual launch of the DLC. But keep that in mind. I don't think it's weird that they picked these two for no reason. Version exclusives are always picked for something, and Gen 2 has a very few Pokemon that they need to do either a new regional form or evolution or a paradox or something for, and these two just didn't get that. So, and also both of these Pokemon had a Gen 4 evolution, so these two are definitely have a nice pairing together. So just keep that in mind, that I think we'll see something with these in the future that's very important. Now let's move back over to the true new Pokemon we already know about, the new Legendaries, Okidogi, Murikidori, and Fezandipiti, right? These Pokemon are cool. I like the designs of them, but we actually learned something really cool. They all have a new ability. They all share the same ability, Toxic Chain ability, which is really sick, and this ability seems freaking busted in my opinion. Toxic Chain is a new ability being introduced in the DLC with Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. When one of these three Pokemon hits an opponent with a move, the power of the Toxic Chain, all three Pokemon may cause the opponent to be badly poisoned. So this gives us a lot of information actually. One, all three of these Pokemon, if they're causing toxic damage, are probably all poison type. They're a trio, so this is a poison type trio. I don't think a dark type trio makes sense when we already have a dark type quartet in the same gen. So this pretty much confirms to me they're all going to be dual type and they're all going to be poison type for their main type. And the fact that this ability is just better poison touch. One, it doesn't poison you, it toxics you, which is stronger than poison. Instead of doing 12% every turn, it starts at 6, then it's 12, and then it keeps on racking up. It'll be insane. And then the fact that it's showing off with the move Air Slash. Poison touch only worked on physical contact moves. Air Slash is not a physical contact move, and the fact that it procced means it's crazy. However, the key word here is it may cause the opponent to become badly poisoned. So this isn't a 100% chance, but if it's 30% chance, that's gonna be incredibly good. If it's 50%, it's gonna be broken. This is gonna be pretty crazy overall. This is a phenomenal ability, especially if these Pokemon learn like Rock Slide. Imagine having Rock Slide, flinch, and poison chance happening. That's sort of crazy. So let's hope they don't learn Rock Slide, because VGC is going to be an absolute crazy situation when that happens. Now, our new hero trio here is a reference to a Japanese story, and which fits perfectly, called a Momotaro. If you're not familiar with Momotaro, here's the summary. Momotaro was born from a giant peach, which was found floating down a river by an old childless woman who was washing clothes there. The woman and her husband discovered a child, and they tried to open the peach to eat it. The child explained that he's been bestowed by the gods to be their son. The couple named him Momotaro, Momo meaning peach, and Taro being eldest son in the family. When he was just 5 years old, he was able to cut a big tree with just an old knife. When he matured into adolescence, Momotaro left his parents to fight a band of Oni, demons or ogres, who masqueraded over the lands by seeking them out in the distant island where they dwelled, a place called Onigasha or Demon Island. En route, Momotaro met and befriended a talking dog, monkey, and pheasant, who agreed to help him in his quest in exchange for a portion of his rations. At the island, Momotaro and his animal friends penetrated the demon's fort and beat the band of demons into surrendering. Momotaro and his new friends returned home with the demon's plundered treasures and the demon chief as captive. And well, Ogrepon is the last new Pokemon of this first DLC and has his name Ogre. So this is the evil leader. Ogrepon confirmed a villain, and he has that teal mask, and I'm sure it has something to do with Terra. So it's gonna be us and our trio trying to work together to find and defeat Ogrepon and figure out what he is doing in this land and, you know, try to defeat him. Now, we did mention the word Taro, right? Because Momotaro, Peach, and Taro. Well, shoutouts to Pokisumi here, but Lacey, one of the new characters shown on the trailer, Japanese name also reads as Taro. So maybe this character isn't just only in the second DLC, but maybe the first DLC as well. There's a possibility. That's like some interesting crossover. Maybe it's complete coincidence here. And something else I want to talk about. Riddler Koo, you know, the leaker, which I do cover in the channel. I will be covering leaks. Riddler Koo says, want to know the 3 hero second types. So we already know they're poison types because of the chain ability with the poison, the toxic. So what do you think? What do you think in the comment section? Do you think their types is like the pheasant? I maybe think it's going to be poison flying or maybe poison fire. Maybe the dog could be maybe like poison dark or could be poison grass. I know. I mean, what about the monkey? Could be poison psychic or poison water. There's a lot of different options, but we don't know for sure. But if Riddler Koo does make some interesting tweets about it, I'll definitely be covering the channel. I think I am going to go with poison flying, poison water, and poison grass at the moment, but we shall see. And the last thing I wanted to cover, something a little bit different from everything, is Scald coming back to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. If you didn't know, Scald got nerfed, and Volcanion is the only Pokemon that learns Scald currently. All other water types can't learn Scald, and it's now Volcanion's signature move. This is the animation for Scald. Now the question here is, are they just reusing the animation for a new water type move, or are they giving Scald back to all water types? The fact that Milotic is using it is pretty crazy, but we don't know what the move is. So we're gonna have to wait and see. This was definitely in the second part of the DLC, so maybe DLC 1 will not have that, but maybe in DLC 2 we'll have new move tutors and more Pokemon can learn some of the older moves. That'll be cool. That'll be great for competitive. But overall, I'm really excited for this DLC. I think this is going to be sick. I really hope the first DLC comes out in September and the second one's like November, December. And of course, I'll be covering all of this content on the channel with all the guides that you know and love for my channel in general. Anyways, guys, I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Let me know what you think the trios typing is going to be for sure. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out and have a good one.